I'm here. 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 I'm just doing Twitter stuff. Hi. 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 It's me. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Hey. 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 Just let me tell you one more thing. uh, let's do one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. How are you gentlemen doing? Yeah, you hear me before the stream. Yeah, yeah. That's sort of how it goes here. Thank um you're first. I'm waiting for someone to finish the whole thing. Like first, does anyone know what comes next? Hurry, you'll be late. Asking Glovier. Yeah, Shane. So Vegeta got his what up to 19 clean races in a row. So he's got probably the most difficult sort of achievement, which is to score 15 clean races in a row. I have yet to do that. And I'm Mr. Clean. And I am Mr. Clean. I have yet to get my 15 clean races in a row. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. It's not fair. Not fair. Did you know that it's impossible to copy and paste from the Twitter app for your desktop? Did you know that? I bet you are, Chubb. I can't, dude, I'm so jealous. So envious. Hey, there she is. All right, let me just do one more thing. One more thing. Actually, I need to do two things. I have to leave you guys to your own devices for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I know I went to hit the live button because it's like I've got to start at 11:30 ish, or I'm never gonna start it on time. All right. All right. Chat amongst yourselves. What I will put up on. What do I want to put up here? I've got nothing. Can you guys give me like 2 minutes? At your highest outrage, at your highest DR ever. So could you explain to Brown Bunny, aka Photo Spice, aka my sister, what's why this achievement is so difficult, Vegeta? It is really difficult what he's achieved. It's bonkers. I can't believe you got 19 in a row. That's absolutely bonkers. I'll be right back. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yeah. So you've got to score 15 clean consecutive races, which means you have to stay within track limits for 15 races. Really difficult to achieve. no serious contact like he's written, like Vegeta has written here with the other cars, and then you have to avoid all the knuckleheads that you're dealing with, and lag. Oh yeah, yeah. So I'm known for being super clean. I've only got maybe 7 clean races in a row. How you have achieved 19 at Interlagos is absolutely mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling. GG's, man. Hey, Silver. Hi. 9 was your previous best? I don't think I've ever made 9. Paint Traders Anonymous. Right? Oh, how funny. It is. Interlagos is a very difficult circuit. Turn 1 is this downhill sort of chicane that's like got banking. You come up, you climb before you reach turn 1. You come at this high speed. You climb up this hill and you're just accelerating all the way up, right? You climb up the hill, you crest, and then you start to plunge down into the hollow. But as you're plunging down into the hollow, you have to brake and sort of make it through this like S-turn chicane. It is absolutely how you made it through that. A, without getting track limits penalty at least once, and without getting punted from behind, someone trying to dive bomb you down the inside. Dude. 42nd in the region? That's yeah, hats off. Hats off, man. This is a massive week for you. Absolutely massive. I simultaneously am happy for you and simultaneously upset with you. I don't know how to feel about any of this. All right. You guys, today is class day. All right, so I do have to walk out of here at 1. I should have actually started at 11, but I wait until the last minute to create each episode, simply because I don't have a fixed sort of routine or seed generator. So I'm doing all this by hand, and it's like the worst thing ever. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. So let's jump right into it. Unfortunately, today is going to be a little sloppy. All right, as usual, this podcast is brought to you by Breakbeat Kings, which you're hearing right now in the background. Sips, CSV Kit, Curl, ImageCat, Canva, all wonderful tools for you internet geeks. We're still going to stick with the top video as Funkbot 10,000. It's brilliant. Go watch it. Now, the video I included with today's pre-show tweet of Sean Murray, the whole... Anyway, we'll talk about that next week. We gotta push through. We gotta push through. Unless I can find that super duper quickly. Hold on. Let me do this super duper quickly. If you've played Skyrim, I've only played Skyrim for maybe 4 hours, but there's a Skyrim video. Oh no, how am I gonna get the link? I've gotta click on the link. Okay, all right, we're gonna do this the messy way. We're doing this the messy way. Go to this Twitter, this tweet, and click on the YouTube link. The video is there. So it's an absolute legend. Took this mod for No Man's Sky that they created, which is a face swap. So your character's face is swapped with the developer's face, Sean Murray. And then some other legend said, oh, so why don't we just do the whole Thomas the Tank thing in No Man's Sky, but your character player is Sean Murray, the developer, and you're fighting Thomas the Tank. Oh my God. This is what the internet is for. This is what the internet is for. Is it for politics? No. Is it for makeup videos? Yes. Reading club? Yes. All those wonderful things. But really, the net is for this madness. This lovely, lovely, lovely madness. Oh, I'm so happy. Choo choo. Oh, it's bonk. If someone could find the Skyrim Thomas the Tank video, that would be great too. So good. It's so good. Right. All right, today's show, we have Gran Turismo Sport, Tower of Wisdom, Kanji, Dry versus Wet. You dirty, dirty-minded people. I know exactly what you're thinking already. Stop it. Love, I'm not helping the cause at all by having that topic up there. And then I have a podcast idea. Like a proper podcast idea. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. All right. You guys, we are zooming. Are there any questions before we kick off the show? Any questions? Stop it. Stop it. I told you to stop. Just don't. I knew when I typed that. It's like, well, I mean, one is better than the other. One is definitely better than the other. I'm not going to say what we're talking about because I don't want YouTube on my case. I don't want Twitch on my case. But no. Stop it. You're going to be so ashamed of yourselves when you see what we're talking about. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Right. Get it out your system. Go ahead. Go on. I can wait. I knew when I typed this. I knew exactly when I typed this. I know exactly who I'm dealing with. And but it had to be. I mean, I couldn't call it anything else but what it is. Okay. And then we have this podcast idea. Oh my God. Children, settle, children, settle. Anything else? Are we done now? Are we done being immature teenagers? Are we done? Check your hormones, people. Get them in check. Shane, if you're still here, don't go anywhere. Oh, yeah. It is possible I set that up that way on purpose. I possibly could have said something else, but where's the fun in that, right? Can we go to the bathroom to do the show? Yes, hurry up and go. We're going to do the GTS thing by the time you come back. Well, yes, go. Pee before you go. Pee before we start. Okay, so, but yeah. Let's get started. Let's go to the GTS. We have the results for round 4 of the... That's so funny. I have a story about that when I was a kid, but that's neither here nor there. So, I think this is a correct image. I had to edit and then download and export and download this image so many times the other day. I was so unfocused. It's possible I wore myself out. Brown chicka bow bow. Brown chicka bow wow. Wow. I don't know what's going on. So here we have the round 4 standings. The Laser Team has moved into first place, eclipsing. It's me holding a trophy, so it's the correct image. So here we have, you know why? You know why it's always going to be you, Vegeta? This is a reward for your diligence. You captured a screenshot. I shot at people to capture the screenshot, and then you sent it to me. You sent the image to me. And so that's it. Yep. So you didn't take, and it's not a potato shot. It wasn't a potato shot from your phone. If I see some of that happening in Discord right now, I'm mad. Wow, where is my love? We're gonna talk about that later. We'll discover your love later. That didn't come up right at all, but that's okay. We're gonna keep rolling. So. Laser Team has eclipsed over 9,000 vegetable varieties by 2 points. I want you to thank me, Laser and Hikaru JP, and they're not here. This is my fault, Vegeta, because I passed variety. I totally, in that final stint, like the last 3 or 4 laps, I ruined so many hopes and dreams. So many hopes and dreams. So yeah, this is sort of my fault. Sorry, not sorry. Then we have heavy metal racing. What a taboo deformation. Darn you, Laser Team. I love that. If you could drop that link in the chat later, Vegeta. As with 40 points, Phantom Racers with 35, and Red Wind with 33. Let's go take a look, and I hope this chart is correct. I hope this is correct. Oh no, is it in the right order? I don't know if this is in the right order. Oh shoot. Yeah, there it is. So, we can see the progression here. How Laser Team, they sort of struggled a bit with 9 points in the first event, 8 in the second. But in the third and fourth rounds, they have put on a stellar show, scoring 16 and 15 points in round 3, 16 points in round 3, and 15 points in round 4. Over 9,000 vegetable varieties. 10-10 is still scoring high, but it just wasn't enough. Yeah, and Hikaru missed a race. I know. Had Hikaru not missed those 2 races, you guys would be in serious trouble. I'm sorry. Thankfully Hikaru missed those 2 races, so you're not in serious trouble. That came out backward. Let me get my mind. Let me readjust my brain here. So yeah. So thanks to Hikaru JP and not turning up, you guys are still in contention for the championship. Heavy Metal Racers with 40 points. Phantom Racers, my team, 35, and then Red Wind with 33, and then Blame still has 1, which is not on the list because I made a space for it and never typed it in. Sue me. So that's where we stand in GTS. Now let's take a look at some of the shots from the race event itself, provided to us by the wonderful Hikaru JPN. I think he's a photographer. He enjoys photography. I think he uses Nikon gear. Boo, boo, boo. And he has a great eye. Have you seen these photos for this week? Boo, Canon. Here we are, photo 1. Daytona. This is so good. This is so good. This is, dearest sister, this is from the video game camera. There's a photo mode. I mentioned it last week with aperture and lens selection. This is within the game. Past Blue Ribbon Bay. Yeah. This is spectacular. There he is. You made a new human today. Wait, what? 24 months, baby. 2 years. So wait, your 2-year anniversary is the month that I renewed your wonderful, wonderful, wonderful website. Will this turn up? I wonder if this will work here. Oh, it does. I'm pretty sure that's it. Don't click that. Don't click it. It'll bounce you to a... wait, don't click that. Don't click that. Don't click that. It'll bounce you out of whatever browser window you're in. I don't know what your setup is, folks. I don't know how your website or your browser is set up. So if you click that, it will bounce you out and back to Twitter. Or back to Twitch. Save that for later. Okay. All right, and let's move on to number 2. This is Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Dude, this photograph is so good. Yeah, what do you mean new human? By the way. Is this something the human race should be concerned about? Should we be worried that there's more daughter born today? Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. This is your third? This is your third? Yeah, there. Don't name her a letter or Vegeta. Wait, what? What do you mean letter? I get the Vegeta part, but I don't get the letter part. Three is a good stopping point. I really think three is a good stopping point. Your first name is a letter. No, isn't. Wait, what do you mean your first name is a letter? I'm so confused right now. Alpha, beta, sigma. Wait, what? uh, uh, I'm so confused. All right, we're gonna section that part of my brain off. Yeah. I'm really, really, really dense. Uh, I'm being really, 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 really dense. Is that just it? Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Is that it? I just whoa, whoa. Oh my god. Yeah, don't don't do that. What? Yeah, the Croat. Just talk to Vegeta later. Okay. I had to look at Twitter because I'm like, wait a minute, what is he talking about? And I just realized, wow, all these years, I'm so slow. I'm so slow, you guys. So this is this is Knight Rider. Knight Rider. Okay. Let's move on to number what, three, I think. Hold on. What did we just type there? We had two. So let's go for three. All right. So here we have Kaz. I love. It's J, not J. Oh. Right, right. J. Period. Okay. So this is Japanese Air Force livery, green. I guess it is. I love this. Hey, what's up, Nate? Yeah, yeah, I think it is. I think it's a zero two, but this is so good. And this shot that Hikaru JPN has captured, the green, I know, right? Crody Wody, aka Croat, aka Blame Croat. This is so tight. This photograph is so good. This is what's missing from modern day race coverage. You get this in MotoGP, and I think they're trying to get this, recapture this feeling in F1 in terms of camera work. But in the old days, no one cared about their lives. All they cared about was the shot, right? So you would have these guys. And can we bring back wearing our Sunday best to sporting events, please? Please, can we bring back turn this into a real spectacle. Turn up in your Sunday best. Okay? Please, I'm begging. But you see these guys out there in their Sunday best with their these hardcore manual focus cameras standing right there, like just right behind the hay bales to get these photos. Now, I'm not saying people need to put their lives on the line for the shot. I'm just saying if we could capture, no, no, no. I'm sorry, no. It's I love it. Silver says, work time. But before he goes, belated congratulations, McCray. You're going to have even more time for a while now. Exactly. Just wear your Sunday best, right? Yeah, McCray has a wow addiction. So, you know, like when your friend gets a new love interest and they sort of abandon you for a while? Well, that's pretty much what's happened here. Am I calling you out, McCroat? Yes. Is it out of love? Yes. Am I happy that you're playing WoW and enjoying yourself? Yes. Am I slightly jealous that WoW is more important than the Fancy Coffee Club? A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. It's not my fault. Played for 15 years. That's a WoW addiction. Yeah, it is. It's not a WoW addiction. It's a crippling WoW dependency. Name your kid 15 clean races. Yeah, 10 years of addiction and cutting laps. Does that count? Yes. All right, so let's move on to Carter JP himself. Leisajima. I love it. This was a Lamborghini N400, N600 want to make race. The tire wear was brutal. The fuel burn was so fast. Laser has really outdone himself with this series. This race, I found it played to my strengths. Fuel, crazy fuel, uh, demanding tire wear. It was so good. Nate, thanks to you, you've lost relationships over that game. Yeah, this was an FCC race for sure. Oh, it's so good. So I played it smart. Nate, when you said just run 6 the whole race, I did. It was brilliant. I ran Fuel Map 6, and during that time, I kept an eye on what was happening up front. I figured I couldn't run the pace that everyone else, the guys up the front, were running. So I sort of hung back with those guys. You have to. So you've discovered that with certain settings and no restrictions in tires and open tuning running on the burger ring causes barrel rolls on certain speeds, at certain speeds with at certain on certain turns. Okay, you need to clip that, stream it and clip it, or run it and save it and then export it. But we need to see these barrel rolls. We need these settings. Hikaru JPN will love these settings. So here we have Eternicus. Kind of black and goldish. But yeah, so I ran Fuel Map 6, and then when the leaders pitted, yes, back at Kota, we need Marquez to win again at Kota. He won at Saxon Ring, I think it's 11 times. He never loses at Saxon Ring. He just came back from being gone 500 and something days after a horrible, possibly career-ending series of incidents actually. And he's rehabbed and rehabbed and rehabbed. And he lost. You have a clip? Excellent. We need a link to that clip, Nate, to your barrel roll clip at the ring. And he's been rehabbing, He almost won Le Mans, but he crashed out. He's crashed out quite a few times. He just doesn't have the strength. He's technically he shouldn't be racing, but it's Mark and it's Honda and it's MotoGP, and you've got a very small window in these types of sports to rack up all your championships and wins and set records. So Sachsenring record still stands 11 times in a row. I believe he's never lost. It was 7, I think, in the 7 or 8 in the Premier class. The kid, holy cow. He said he had a 1% chance of winning. He knew he was going to be on the podium, Marquez. He said he knew he was going to be on the podium, but under specific conditions, he figured he could win. The conditions were mixed conditions. Lap 5, rain. Very light rain. You start falling on lap 1 or turn 1. Up until that point, everyone was playing let's conserve our tires. They were running maybe a second and a half, almost 2 seconds slower than predicted race pace. They were really just cruising along. Marquez was up at the front. He went from 5th to 1st on the first lap, and then he just started managing the race from the front, and everyone was cooperating. No one was doing anything crazy. It's like, okay, Marquez has set the pace, right? Everyone's conserving tires. Ducati's like, this is great for us because we have nothing at the end. The guys who have all the tire that had that good edge grip, they like the Yamahas and the Suzuki's like, yeah, let's do this. This works for me too. And then it started raining. And then all of a sudden, Marquez, within one lap, he went from having like a 0.2 of a lead or 0.3 of a lead to like a second, almost a second and 1.1 seconds or 1.2 within a lap. He shot away, and he just ran away, and then he just proceeded to build a gap. And after that, it was on. Everyone's like, I'm gonna swear, oh shit. And everyone just went bonkers. The race was on, and Marquez just sprinted away. He burned up his tires. He's like, I've got to get away. He got up to 2 seconds. He got up to a 2-second gap. And with 8 laps remaining, there was nothing left on the rear of the Honda. He had good front end grip, but the rear, nothing. The guy chasing him, Oliveira, was either Suzuki or Yamaha. Great edge grip on the rear, but not so much at the front. So the first 2 sectors, Marquez used the front of that front edge grip, turning grip to just pull away, and then the guy chasing in the final sector would just use that rear tire grip, which he had a lot remaining, to close the gap. And then with about 2 laps remaining, Marquez had a 2-second lead, and then maybe 5 laps remaining, Oliveira got that down to within 0.9 of a second. And then Marquez started pushing, and you could see the back of that bike. Oh my God. It was just seesawing side to side, right? Oliveira's the same thing. And Oliveira's like, you know what? Screw it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. He backed out, and like that gap went up to like 2 seconds, and Marquez won. It was absolutely off the chain. I didn't think he could do it. It was absolutely amazing watching him race. So, I don't even know how did we get here? Oh, COTA. So he's also the king of COTA, but he crashed out one year, so that streak was broken. So hopefully he'll be in good shape, and he can regain the crown of king of COTA. But we shall see what we shall see. All right, we're gonna run out of time if I don't hurry up. Vegeta, this is you. Again, this is classic. This is classic old school photography for race photography. So good. Hey, what's up, Husky? You got the helmet too? We're just looking at images from the Double Dash race that was held on Sunday. It's sexy, right? So sexy. we have a link now, Husky. I know you love uh, Funkbach 10,000, but we've got a contender. Thank you, Husky. Thank you. um, we have a contender. This is No Man's Sky, but someone made a face swap mod for the player character to with the developer's face, Sean Murray, and then the Skyrim, some mad lad got the idea to take the Thomas the Tank idea from Skyrim. I'm assuming that's the first time I saw it. The Thomas the Tank and Skyrim. Well, they did this for No Man's Sky with the face swap mod. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's the link. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yes. So again, this is so good. This is so good. There would be hay like in the 1960s and 70s, in the 60s, maybe 50s and 60s. There were just hay bales instead of concrete walls, and the guy standing behind the hay bale, leaning over the hay bale with his like, I don't know, Rolleiflex, hand crank, manual focus camera, snapping shots. Chef's kiss. So good. So wonderful. All right. We gotta hurry up. I showered yesterday, but I think I need to shower again. I'm getting sweaty. Okay, I did shave, so I'm clean shaven. This is it's because in motocross and supercross. Yeah. Oh, I bet. I used to watch when Ricky Carmichael, was that his name? What was his name? Was that his name? I watched when he would race. Midnight Chef and I actually enjoyed that series. Yeah, darn. You need to use what's it called, Vegeta? What does Husky need to use? These are some good photos. Scar JPN is super good at this. Taboo deformation. There we go. And this is Mr. Flynn. I don't know if this is a default livery. When I don't boo. Don't boo. We're gonna. Some people didn't have time to get liveries, so we're gonna let it slide this time. We're gonna let it slide. This once, just this once. All right, here's Laser. I love when you see sort of like the fake humans in the background. It's so good. I love video games. All right, then we have the double dash. It's me. This is me in the Danish Racing League Duplo block livery created by Trollar. So many wrong things are happening here. Yeah, that Trollar livery is so good, isn't it? So I'm American, and if you look at my ancestry, this because it's so warped, right? So it's American Indian, possibly German, uh, uh, West Coast African, I think we are. Is that correct? And sort of French. Anyway, a big mixture of things. British, Irish. Yeah, we're just a big mix of things. Right? So we've got that going on. But I'm driving a Danish West Coast African, right? In a Danish Racing League livery with the Japanese flag. It just continues the theme of my life. This is my life. This is how everything is in my life. Just a big mishmash. It's a mess. We're a mess. All right, I think that was the final image. I'm pretty sure that was the final image. Yeah, there is 011. Okay. All righty. So, we made it. Yay. All right, you guys, we have 50 minutes. I can do this. It's always a challenge. All right, let's move on to. I forgot to hit the loop thing for the playlist, so we have to manually restart the list. Haha. All right, let's move on to Tower of Thoughts, and I forgot what the name of that file is. Oh, it's just what it is. Tower of Wisdom. All right. when I don't know where I first heard this. When you point a finger at someone else, there are three pointing back at you. You have three fingers pointing back at you. And I would use this. I would use this with people that I worked with. Oh, you know what? That. Oh God, that's. Oops. Never mind. Okay, so I use it with other teacher trainers and teachers also. When trainers would blame, because we were responsible for training the instructors, right? When trainers would blame the teachers for not performing their job properly, I would say, oh, so you're pointing the finger at them, to the trainers, right? You're pointing three fingers, you're pointing at the trainer, or at the teacher. And I would say, as the trainer, how many fingers are pointing back at you? That's why I use an open hand. Well, we're done here. Thank you, everyone, for coming. All right, we're done. Bye. So, that's good. Scapegoating. That's quality scapegoating. All right. So, if you want to totally, was it absolve yourself of all responsibility, just point with an open hand. Undone, completely undone. Well, that's today's Tower of Wisdom. Next week we'll have we'll add vagabonds. That's why you use an open hand. But you get the point. These instructors would say, "This teacher is bad," and they point the finger, and I would say, "Oh yeah, well let's look at those," and they wouldn't use an open hand, so, whew, thumbs up. And I say, "Well, how many of those fingers are pointing back at you?" And then there was a silence. I'm like, if they're not doing something right, then you're not doing something right. I didn't have many friends when it came to other trainers. They didn't like it when I would say things like that. I'm like, well, it sucks to be you. So yeah. I'll use an open hand. Oh. There's always one. It's a husky. You like that? But yeah. Thankfully, they weren't as smart as you are, Vagabond, or I would have been in a world of hurt. That would have been a bad day. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could say that. Whew. All right. We're fast approaching what everyone's probably here for, the whole dry versus wet. Let's go on to. But yeah, seriously, hold on. Actually, hold on. So, when you. So I apply this to myself. If my students weren't getting something, I never blame them. We are responsible for those that we lead when they succeed, and when they fail, we deflect the blame. No, well, okay. There is someone that we should blame. If you hit we do have a default person of blame. If you hit the coffee button, the coffee bean icon down there, there's blame a Croat. That's sort of where we shift all of our blame. They're shifted to McCroat. Just hit the thing, blame a Croat for all the things. Like that. So, now if you're not on Twitch at the time, dude, Vagabond, you're so horrible. uh, So it should read, ladies and gentlemen, we are responsible. We are not responsible for those that we lead when they succeed. It's them. When they fail, we are the blame. That's how it should work. And then once you shoulder that blame, immediately come to the Twitch channel and shift it to McCroat. Just blame McCroat. For those of you who don't know what a McCroat is, it's not important. Just blame McCroat. But yeah, so when my students weren't getting things, actually I have two things that I blame when my students don't pick up something. One, I blame myself for not being clear because there's something that they don't see. You ran out of fuel. Yeah, we blame Rico for running out of fuel in your race today. Perfect. Why did you make him run out of fuel, McCroat? Oh, your excuse is you were in the hospital delivering, participating in the delivery of your third daughter. That's no excuse. Um, so when they struggle with things, a part of it is my fault. I do have my McCroat when it comes to students not being able to grasp certain concepts in English, and that is they are not taught how to present at all. No critical thinking skills are taught. The paragraph essay doesn't exist. Uh, Learning how to give instructions doesn't exist. I mean, nothing. Which part is true? Vagabond. Seek to understand. Yeah. So I blame myself. And then for the students, I tell them, don't blame yourself. And I don't say blame me. Are you kidding? I'm perfect. I tell them to blame the school system. So psychologically, my students understand that it's not them. They were cheated. The school system cheated them by not teaching them to present, not forcing them to create presentations and deliver presentations and outline. The most difficult thing, so not the most difficult, I've helped students and various clients write their resumes. It's the most challenging thing for Japanese people to do, to write a resume for overseas companies. Because the Japanese resume is just everything. It doesn't matter what job you're going for, you just put everything. It's a scattershot. All the things get listed. 5, 6, 7, 8 pages long. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I have to show them actual, right? This got it. What am I not? What's that? Define that. We've talked about a few things. What's that? Because there's conversation lag. I don't know which that you're referring to, Vagabond. So I have to show them examples of U.S. and overseas resumes or CVs, whatever you want to call them, and they're a page long. Binge watching anime for 12 hours, definitely blame McCraft for that. I just binge watched Initial D for the first time, and running your sleep schedule, definitely blame McCraft. Yes, see, Husky gets it. What was I saying? I just watched Initial D for the first time. That's a good show. Ladies, if you want to understand men and the world of men, watch Initial D. There are some aspects of it that are a bit like, ooh, that didn't age well. But overall, blame the school system. Yeah, exactly. So a big difference is, I don't even know Kuroko no Basket. Never even heard of that. Husky. So, for example, in Japan, you just give the answer to your algebra equation. Oh, my daughter would probably love that. She's still playing. She's dear sister. Your namesake is still playing. Blame her for overcomplicating coding today. Yes. Oh, so good. I'm so glad we made that. Where was I? A school system. So all you have to do in Japan is just give the answer. You don't have to stand up and show how you arrived at your answer. You just give the answer. And pretty much everything is like that. Just what is the answer? You never have to say step 1, step 2, step 3, or this is why I think blah, 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 blah. This is why World War II was blah, 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 blah. It just never, ever. So a big part of why the Japanese learners of English struggle so much is English is very, very critical. It's built around critical thinking. And we have, cause and effect. We teach kids cause and effect. We teach sequencing. We teach writing definitions for things, book reports. When we write a book report, we separate. We have the three stages of a story, right? This is what happens at the start. This, and then there's inciting incident. Then the first attempt at overcoming, the second attempt at overcoming, and then overcoming the third attempt, right? And then they come out the end as a different human, a different person. If they don't, it's a tragedy, right? And so we learn all of this: how to write a story, how to write a report, how to create an outline. And that is actually how we speak all the time. You just don't realize it. We're very, I think it's English, German, it's probably quite like that too. We have these tables in our heads, we have flowcharts in our head, we have graphs in our head, and we organize our life that way. When we talk about food, which we've discussed before, we've got these charts and graphs and tables and outlines that we pull from when we speak. And we focus on the different parts of something, the ingredients of food, the functions of a device, the parts of a movie. So if you go watch a movie, we talk about, I liked the sound design. I enjoyed the motion capture, right? If I lose my next rest today, I'm going to join your offline chat and blame a crowd. Perfect. Yes. Do it, Husky. So we think about all the parts of a movie, and then we identify specifically what we like. And since that's not a part of the school system here, the curriculum, they struggle trying to define why they like something. I don't know how we got onto this. How did we get here from point? Oh, so I tell my students, it's not your fault. The school system didn't teach you how to think critically or how to analyze and how to break something down to its component parts. And then you see them like feel better because they constantly blame themselves for not being able to grasp a concept or do something in English. So yeah, do I blame the school system? Yes. With an open hand? Definitely. It's an open hand blame. Yes. Thank you, Vagabond. I'm going to abuse that to death. All right. We're at the 23-minute mark. What do we have left here? Tower Wisdom. Oh, kanji. Okay. An open hand flame. Yes. So this is not the word hobo like we say a person that's a hobo. This is the word hobo, which sort of means, oh, god dang it. It's such a hard concept for me to hold on to. It kind of has a no, it got broken. The image got broken. No, why did it get broken? Please hold. Total panic. Let's go back to another image. Yes, let's do that. Let's broken images, broken exactly. Wait, why does that keep breaking? Why is this one image? All right, we're just gonna skip that. Moving on. We'll come back to that next week. Let's move on to the thing that we all are here to talk about. Dry versus wet. You guys are horrible. Dry stands for do not repeat yourself versus write everything twice. Again, this comes from programming. And I love these things. I love these sort of, are they axioms? What are they called? What are these called? I can still make this dirty. Stop it. Stop it. So, I really debated this one. It's like, you know what? It's going to be endless. So, I love you guys so much. So, do not repeat yourself versus write everything twice. even though this is from coding and it relates to like not writing the same piece of code over and over again, or not addressing the same issue over and over again with different code, like writing the same code to deal with the same problem in different places. The whole thing is about trying to do one thing that covers multiple situations where that thing pops up over and over and over again. So, for example, what I have here is you guys see me using all these little commands, right? Like show or SN. And basically, what I've done is that right? Yeah, okay, all right. So basically, what I've done is I've made these little shortcuts, and all it does is when I type the word show, it clears this screen, and then the colons, the semicolon's like, okay, then carry out this next command, which is image cat, which means show whatever image has been selected. If I did not do that, I would have to each time write clear, and then write image cat, and then the name of the image. It's like writing everything like over and over and over again. So I shrunk that down to just a simple command, show, and then I start. If I just type in 00, if I know the number, right, 005, and then auto tab complete, boom. Boom. I'm done, yeah? So in your life, like in your everyday life, there are kind of ways you can cheat to do this. And I think the most common that I try to encourage all of my female friends, people, anyone that prepares food for other people. First, I used to focus just on women and the people that worked at home, we call housewives, that did all the cooking. But now I'm making this to everyone. Don't repeat yourself when you're in the kitchen, especially if you're cooking for other people. Instead of pulling out an onion, pulling out a carrot, pulling out a potato if you're gonna make curry, and then doing all the peeling, washing, and cutting and chopping for that one particular meal, no, we're getting to it. This is you. This is your field, but we're applying it to everyday life, Silver. So don't repeat yourself versus write everything twice. So, love. Excellent. So, when you're in the kitchen, after you come back, if you go shopping and you buy all your groceries, you have all your veggies and so on and so forth, just spend Sunday, turn on your favorite TV show or whatever you want to binge watch, Netflix or YouTube or podcast or audible book, I don't know. Whatever to distract yourself or to keep yourself entertained, turn that on, and then wash, peel, chop, separate all of your vegetables. That's what my wife does. I'll hear her in there sometimes. She'll go shopping. I hear her just like afterwards, like chop, 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 right? She'll spend like a big chunk of time doing that. And right now in our freezer, let me go see what's in the freezer. In Ziploc bags, we've got peeled garlic. You guys can't see it, but I'm holding it up to the camera. Frozen. I don't even know what this puree stuff is. Something that's been pureed, or I don't know. I have no idea how she did this, but it's in the Ziploc bag. I don't know what that's for. We have all the vegetables. So now when she goes to prepare something, she just like scoop, slam it into a pot or into a pan, chuck in some water, do whatever, and she's done. So she's not constantly pulling something out, one of each thing, and then going through that whole process each time she wants to prepare a meal. She does it all in one shot, and therefore she's not writing everything twice. So I also believe, Brown Bunny, you decide to buy a bunch of clothes that are the same color, so that way you don't have to worry about picking clothes, right? Only on Fridays, right? I'm pretty sure that's what you said you've decided to do. So while we wait for her to answer that question, I do the same thing for my note taking for my students. I wrote all these little short programs or scripts. They're not really, they're scripts or functions and aliases that will open up. Oh, that's so good, Silver. That is so good. Oh my God. Basic bottoms, interchangeable tops. Silver, you've broken me. So today, I thought I was the smartest one in the room. I've been humbled. I've been so humbled today. Oh my God. First, the open hand blame. Brilliant. Silver just like, you know what? I'll just buy a bunch of socks that are the same color so you just search for matching socks. That is brilliant. That is so good. Again, we're done. Thank you for coming. You do the same with socks. What? What kind of a horrible life have I been living? Oh, that is so good. I saw on the blog. Excellent. About dogs? Wait, what? Hold on. There was a shift there. I got lost. Oh, I can cheat. I'm gonna cheat. While you guys do that, I'm gonna cheat and do something here. I forgot to make an image. No, no, no. Go here. Okay. All right. Sweet. Done. So that's really good. I like that. Just buy a bunch of socks that are the same color. Apparently, my sister does the same. So yeah, you guys are practicing a common programming paradigm, I guess. Not a paradigm. Mantra. What are these things called? Yeah, don't repeat yourself. Why repeat the action of searching for matching socks when you can just reach in and pull out socks and put them on? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Technically, there is a left sock and a right sock. Sometimes that's why they have the little emblem. I think they're like on the outside. They go on the outside or something like that. But screw it. Who cares, right? That's so good. You should have like a drawer for work socks that are just all the same color, and then a fancy rule of thumb programming pattern. Rule of thumb. Yeah, maybe rule of thumb. I don't know. I know there's a word for these types of things, but I don't know what it is. All right. No. But these types of these kinds of concepts, these concepts of don't repeat yourself, proper prior preparation prevents poor performances, Tanstaffel. What are these things called? What are they? Urgh. I'm trying to brain. I'm trying to big brain, but I can't. When you're a bear of little brain, big braining is hard. Okay. All right, you guys. So, regular sock drawer versus workout sock drawer. Yes! Regular sock drawer, workout sock drawer, fancy dress sock drawer. And just label them. Work drawer, regular sock drawer, a workout drawer. Principles? I like that. I like that. Let's see. Let's see. Am I going to pull up the dictionary right now? You bet your bottom dollar I am. They are all the same socks for me. Oh, God. Proposition, concept, idea, postulate, assumption, fundamental essence, essential philosophy. I don't know. sock tans? What? I don't have dollars, only dinars. Okay. All right, you guys. So, continue to apply this uh, dry or, yeah, continue to follow this. Stop it. Stop it. You know what is, you know what that is? That's pre. I'm not even gonna get into this. No, you're not gonna. No, I'm not. I'm not falling for this. But I am sort of. I do sort of want to say. So that would be like, you know. Oh, I know what this is. I'm not even gonna. No, 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 morph. Don't. I have to put that other morph away. There's this other morph. This other eye morph. Oh no, there's this other eye morph. No, no, no. There's this other eye morph. Oh dear God. That I have to just put away. Right? Just sort of shut him up. Just no, nope, nope, nope. I am not gonna tarnish my image. This image that I've created for myself. What? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh my virgin ears. No, you guys can't handle this other eye morph. Oh, he's bad. This other morph is bad, especially when he's drunk. Ooh. No, 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 no. It was so bad. Oh no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She's well aware of this other eye morph. It's not toxic. No, no, just wildly inappropriate. um, oh. So, when I worked for Nova, we used to go out like there was like a Thursday night or whatever night. We used to always go out, and they would purposely try to get me drunk. Oh, you've never seen drunk. Oh, oh, you don't know drunk morph? Oh, he is out of control. Life of the party. Everything, all the things you shouldn't say, I'll say them with glee, willfully. And no, no. And so they were like, "Come on, just have another beer. Come on, Imorph." That real name, of course. Come on, just one more. It's still early. It's like, no, no. I know what you guys are trying to do. No, okay, just one more Long Island iced tea. No, I've already had two. You guys know that 3. You're planning the field trip now. 3 Long Island iced teas and a rum and coke. And just buckle up, kids. Buckle up. Be a wild ride. And I always regret it the next day. Always regret it. It's like, why do you let me say the things that I say? Like, because it's so much fun. Okay. No. Let's move on. We're moving on. All right, so. No. 3 drinks in. 3 Long Island iced teas and a rum and coke. That's what it takes. And we're talking like the really nice Long Island iced teas, right? All right. Let's talk about the love language. Chug, 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 chug. All right, serious talk. Let's talk about love and the 3 languages or the 3 ways that we can express or we express love and how we want love expressed to us or what we see as being loving actions. So we have affirmations, acts of service. Stop it. But it could be that also. Receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. See, this whole episode, just like, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. It's fine. All this is fine. You know these from top to bottom? This was P.S. This was on purpose. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. Silver. So affirmation is saying like, I like the way you you help me out when I'm feeling down, or tell me about diamonds, buy me diamonds. Let's go shopping for diamonds. Yes. Wow. So some people want to hear positive things like, oh, you're doing well. I love the way you blah blah blah. Right? Acts of service. These are things that you do for the other person that they don't ask for. So, for example, I pretty much thank my wife every day for cooking for me, every single meal, because she doesn't have to. She doesn't have to. She doesn't. I thank her every single time. I was like, thank you, thank you. And not only does she prepare the food for me, she brings it to me when I'm streaming, and she seasons it. She'll hold up the two bottles like, do you want red pepper? Do you want red pepper or black pepper? And she'll season it. So when you guys hear me say thank you, that's what I'm thanking, because she's brought this food to me. She's held up the two bottles. What do you want? And then she'll season the food. Pseudo, make more coffee. Wait, make coffee for Morph. No, no, no. Don't make me coffee. Don't turn me into coffee. Pseudo, make coffee. Morph. For Morph, right? Don't make me into coffee. That would hurt. I don't want to be coffee. I'm okay. I'm okay. Swap that. Swap that. Swap that. So whenever you guys hear me say thank you, it's because she's gone beyond what's necessary. She does this every single stream. Pseudo, buy Brown Bunny diamonds. Yes. That's how you show love? I love you. I made a cake for you. I made a cake for you. You made me a cake? You turned me into a cake? What? What? Right? And then there are gifts. Here, I bought this for you. I bought this wonderful item for you. And then quality time. Right? Let's just hang out. Let's do that thing. Let's go to that thing. It's the whole whatchamacallit. The Old Spice guy. I bought you tickets for that thing. Right? And then there's just like cuddle time. Or actually, I'm not a big fan of this one. I'm not a big fan. Just like that constant just like oh, touch, just like nope, not what I'm thinking. Just get away, get away. So for me, acts of service and quality time, and then affirmation. Those are the three that really work for me. And in that order: acts of service, quality time, and affirmation. The other two I'm not really concerned about. They do nothing. But if someone goes out of their way to do something for me that I didn't ask for, 5, acts of service. Gifts. Words of affirmation. Two, quality time, 1 touch. So we're going from acts of service, gifts, quality time, touch. So those are four of the 5. Interesting. So for you, touch is most important, Vagabond, and then quality time, then words of affirmation, gifts, and then acts of service. Interesting. So I recommend that everyone, you love buying gifts, you love by giving gifts. Oh, okay, so that's your mode. It's like, here, I made this for you, I bought this. 1 and 2 go hand in hand. I see. Vagabond, so 1 being touch and 2 being quality time. So for you, they go hand in hand. This is interesting. This shows how different we all are. and why you need to have lots of conversations, lots of discussions with your partner, potential partner, your current partner, past partner, saying, is this where I failed you? What did you prefer? Right? So I spoke with uh, Midnight Chef, aka my wife, and she said all the things. And then she's like, well, sometimes I want this and sometimes I want that. I'm like, so how am I supposed to know when you want these things? And then there was a question mark. It's like, oh, I guess we need to talk. Like, yeah, we need to have that talk. I think for me, they're hard and fast. They're I've given this a lot of thought. For me, it's like acts of service, quality time, and then affirmation. I need those three things. I need them exactly in that order. Actually, they're of equal. They're all number one, and then there's nothing else. Wait, does this make me selfish? Hold on, am I the bad guy here? Wait a minute, what? Wait, what? Am I the bad guy? Am I the selfish one? Oh no. You're easily placated with diamonds. You enjoy giving gifts, but you're uneasy about getting them because I get, oh, you get obligation guilt. Right. Vagabond, I feel that. So this is we all speak English. We all grew up in the States. We each grew up in the States. But look at how different we are as humans. Even though we speak the exact same language, when we say "I love you" or "Please love me," we are not husky. Okay, all right. Let me. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. I'm being American centric. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me. Allow me to rephrase. Allow me to rephrase. So, when you're speaking to someone that shares the same mother tongue, you assume you're saying the same thing. Most of us. Let's go with mother tongue. Okay, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. So, when you speak the same mother tongue, you assume that words have the same meaning from person that, all Japanese people, when they say this, they mean this. When all Americans say this, English players say this is what we mean. No. Oh, God dang it. Okay, whatever. Apparently, I'm the monster. I'm the one with all the assumptions. Okay, so again, let me backtrack. So when you're speaking your mother tongue with someone that speaks the same, whatever your mother tongue is, when you have a shared mother tongue with someone and you say the word love, you just assume it's the same thing. That's what most people do. It's not true. You guys are breaking me today. So good. Oh my God. I find out more about myself every week. Today I just discovered that I'm the bad guy. I'm the monster. I'm the selfish one, apparently. Whoopsies. I'm horribly American centric. Whoopsies. Okay. And I'm a snob when it comes to how we should dress when we attend motorsport events. You're so American centric. I am. I thought I was the good guy. Here I've been pointing the finger at other people. Oh, I see. You want everywhere to be America. No. Stop. I'm going to stop you there. I'm going to draw the line right there. No. Don't. Only when it comes to language learning, yes. The other things, no. Only when it comes to language learning and how language is taught and Certain aspects of the school system, yes. Other things, no, not so much. Not so much. But I will speak from an American point of view as if everyone speaks English, as if everyone on the internet is American. I'm guilty of that. Now, that I will, yes. If you want to call me out on something, you can call me out on that. Yes. But I want everyone to be American? No. No, 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 no. Now, I'm not going to go as far as my sister here. We deviate here. I think there's a huge deviation here between, or gap between myself and my sister, and probably a lot of us here. The aspects of America I really like, but we won't get into that right now. Other aspects, not so much. I won't get into that right now. Don't hate America. Oh, your mother tongue is Arabic, but you grew up in the British school system. Taught in English. Yes. Oh. So that means you switch back and forth between these two languages, right? Which means you have two different frames that you see the world, correct? You speak three. What's your third? Okay. So I'm assuming you probably have these different sort of frames or lenses that you speak through, right, for each language. Like you shift. Okay, so I'm speaking English, and this is sort of like this is how you would phrase it for an English speaker. This is how you would phrase it in Arabic. Yeah. Okay. And you probably you talk about things, different things in the different languages, right? I'm not sure if they're SVO, SOV. You understand four languages, but only one and a half of them well. Okay. Probably loves listening to Arabic. So Husky, I want you to, when you switch from one to the other, yeah, the other, yes, yes, because there's no concept for it in that other language, right? Yeah, yeah, because there's no concept because you don't talk about it, so you have to sort of explain the thing that you're talking about. Yeah, dig around in your brain. Watch yourself when you shift from one language to the other. Yeah, I want you to monitor yourself when you switch from one to the other, and how you the questions you ask yourself, and the purpose of like what question you're answering, the overall question that you're answering. So in English is what did you do? And it's sort of English sort of works like the it's like a court case. If you said you had a good day, how was your day? Great. Okay. Prove it. Prove it. What did you do that made your day great? French? Go pick up French. What did you do? Not where did you go, but what did you do that made your day great? And I'm narrowing this down because my students struggle with this concept, because Japanese is okay. That's the Japanese answer. I went to the beach is answering the question, where did you go? Which is not the question that you should be answering. It's what did you do at the beach? You can say I spent all day at the beach, which is completely different. And so I have to break my students from that particular habit right there, because they constantly want to say, okay. In English, you describe more than in Arabic. What do you describe exactly, Husky? So you sat. You use more words in English to describe what? So you sat at the beach and stared at the sea. Staring at the sea. right? The Cure song. So I have to force my students to not answer the "Where did you go?" question because they would always do that, and they would never tell you what they exactly did. So that shift, yeah. So observe your. They would all give the same answer, Vagabond, when you ask that question to your students. So yeah, Husky, monitor your mental modes, how you switch, how your vocabulary switches. Yeah, it's dependent also. Okay. All right. So as we have this conversation, we're almost out of time. So here's an example of the 5 love languages I found on the net. Okay. Affirmation: Your coffee is delicious. Act of service: I made coffee for you. Receiving a gift: Here's a coffee. Quality time: Let's go get a coffee. Physical touch: Let me hold you like a coffee. And there's that'll help you remember. Vagabond. So you started making them tell me something different than the previous person, even if it wasn't true. Right, right, right. Because they haven't thought about it. Yeah. And well, they have. They just their frame of view is the scene. Where did I go? What was there? Please hold me that coffee, right? So, Husky, so you don't describe much about your day in Arabic compared to English. You don't go into detail. Okay, all right. So, what would be the answer in what type of information would you give in Arabic if I said, hey, how was your day or what did you get up to? They all rush to answer first. So, a trick that I try to get my students to do is bring their receipts to class and then just point to each line item. Just point to a line item. If there were a group of things that went together, just list those groups of things. So, oh, I bought 5 new light bulbs. Oh, really? I bought 5 LED light bulbs. Oh, are you switching out all the light bulbs in your house? You know, your old filament incandescent lamps with LED lights? Wait, why am I shaming the poor? Hold on, wait. You go to you would go to give more broad details like the sun was beautiful and the air was good quality. Oh, okay. So that's the Japanese way of Japanese will be easy for you. All you have to do is learn the phonetic system, but the concept of what to talk about, Japanese will be very easy for you to grasp. The grammar, the concepts, what's being spoken about, super easy for you. If you can make that shift, you are golden. Those that can't afford to buy things. Oh my God. See? Thanks. Thanks. Thanks, Vagabond. Get out of here. Or a list of things you received. But I guess you would say that the sunlight was bouncing off the surface of the sea. I see. So I bought an eraser. I bought a new eraser. So I went to Daiso and only could buy an eraser. So all of that, I tell my students that's not important. The question is, what did you do? Don't qualify it, don't quantify, don't do any of this. Just tell me what did you do. But I did. I bought an eraser. Great. Just stop there. We don't need to hear any of the other stuff. And it'll put you in a better mental state. And recently, my students have been thanking me because the impact that my style of teaching, what I'm trying to help them achieve by digging around in their brains and helping them identify exactly what they did throughout the day, they say it helps them have a healthier outlook on what they achieve at work and their self-value. Because up to that, it's like, oh, I only did this, or I only did my regular routine. I'm like, no, 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 no. Everything that you list should have a number next to it. What do you mean? Just give me a number. Oh, I proofread 25 banner ad text for banner ads. I uploaded all 25, and when they get done, they've got a list of maybe 15 or 20 items that they've gone through the day. And like, that's not everything I did. Like, oh my God, I was so productive today. People can't see what they accomplish because they're too busy saying only and just. Stop doing that. It makes me angry. Don't make me angry. All right. So here we are, the 5 love languages. Very quickly, if you answer the questions with, "Oh, I only did this," or "No, nothing much," A, I'm really mad at you because you're taking all the things that you've accomplished and just throwing it out the window. I replied to 25. One day, one of my students says, I wrote 25 replies, 25 email replies. And they said, I'm like, how did you do 25? She says, well, basically, they were just ongoing projects. But I had to write this person 5 times, and that person 4 times, and that person 3 times. Yeah, you please stop it. Please, it drives me bonkers. It drives me absolutely bonkers when people do that. Oh my God. You're just destroying your own life and your own mental health with that. So yeah, so my students have been recently like, oh, you've been such a good help. My business emails in Japanese are much clearer now. I have fewer exchanges. One student, my Wednesday student said, I have decided that I'm going to, thanks to you, Imor, and you're helping to think clearly in English, she said, I'm going to use this process of being clear in my thoughts when I speak Japanese. And I was just like, yes! Yeah, just identify solid objects, like objects that you can see, and then number how many of those things. Vegeta today was like, I scored 19 clean races. That's solid. If you can't have adjectives in front of it, like a number, a definitive number, or something like that, then you're doing it wrong. I spent 3 hours sitting on the beach. 3 hours sitting on the beach. That sounds really nice. Yeah, I just sat and stared and watched the waves roll in. Wait, this sounds familiar. And then I came to the conclusion. I decided that I'm going to make these changes in my life. Boom. That's really clear. And it'll keep you in a very good mental state. If you say only or I just, if there's all a bunch of garbage in front of what you did, then you're doing it wrong. Like, oh, I only or I just or not much. Punch you in your face. Now you made me mad. I'm going to go to work mad because of you guys. Stop it. All right. Let's move on to the podcast idea. Where's the podcast? Okay. So, hey, what's up, Laser? So, Laser, we're talking about the 5 different types of love language that you can, ways of communicating your love to your significant other. There are 5 ways: affirmation, act of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. Examples being, your coffee is delicious. For affirmation, act of service, I made coffee for you. Receiving gifts, here's a coffee. Act of service is something that you don't ask for. They just take it upon themselves to do it for you. So, for example, there was this tweet that stands out. It's about a year old now. There was this female streamer, and her girlfriend, maybe possibly her fiance, not really sure. But after the streamers, after she finished streaming, she says, "Oh, we'll say girlfriend. So I'm not sure what the relationship was like now, but a girlfriend at the time, I think." When I finished streaming, I went into the living room, and Netflix was on the TV, and a hot cup of cocoa and whatever her favorite snack is. And that is probably a really good example of an act of service. It's just like, here, Netflix and chill. Just like, wow. So that's a really good act of service and quality time all rolled into one. And they probably had cuddle time, so physical touch. Boom. And that's what we talked about earlier, Laser. Okay. Guys, I've got to wrap this up. Podcast idea time. Streamer journals. This really lazy. I know some of you won't believe that, but I am. So there's this service called Racket. Heartbreaks and promises. I've had more than my fair share. I've tried to give. Maybe somebody who really cares. What is that from? Who's Robin S? And what is this from? Is it a poem or a song? So you want to get better about loving through acts of service. Excellent. '80s, '90s club classic. I had no social life in the '90s. All right, this is a service called Racket. You're limited to 9-minute audio clips. So I finally, they're doing the beta. I finally was allowed to have a full account, but I didn't know what to do with it. So one of my beliefs and mantras is, there are a few things. A, lift everyone up, right? The main reason I started streaming, well, there are multiple reasons. One of the reasons I started streaming was to hopefully build a community and a platform to where people's efforts, creativity could be shown within the community, right? So now we have we have Laser creating these bonker races. Dude, that Wanna Make race in the Lambo was brilliant. I loved it. Hikaru JPN posted a bunch of photos. They're really good. So a place for people to express themselves through video games, right? So Laser has found two loves, I think: creating liveries and creating these race series. I think he has found his love. That's the feeling I get. I enjoy creating the table, the results and the images. I enjoy making that. Hikaru JPN is doing his whole photographing everything in the game. Vegeta is what's your role, Vegeta, in the races with your brass knuckles? So that's what this whole thing is about. And that's what this current podcast started out initially about myself, which I wasn't comfortable with, but we're shifting away from that kind of, sort of, a bit. We'll talk about that later. So my whole thing is about showcasing, encouraging. That was the third thing, but my brain has just fallen apart. So the streamer journals, I love podcasting. I love creating podcasts. I create a podcast with my lovely sister. But I really enjoy, or my thing is creating a platform for people to do things, right? To express themselves or to have their say, whatever. I'm not quite sure how my brain sees this. So Streamer Journals is going to be basically Laser, Tokyo Storytellers, but for streamers. So once a week, Shane, if you're still here, all my streamer friends, if you stream, we're starting out with streamers. I'm not sure where we're gonna go from there. So Sai, Girl of Tomorrow, if I can get all these people that we follow, right, other streamers that we follow, (9 minutes), and it's basically Tokyo Storytellers, but for streamers. So they have their diary. I did this. This happened in chat. This happened. Someone did this. This is happening, and then we're going to do this. Then public service announcements or presentations, similar to the Tokyo Storytellers, and then question of the week from the different communities, and then the self-promotion. So this is what I would like to do. But there's a problem. There's a problem. Problem is, I'm lazy. I'm too lazy to organize, to go out and say, hey, Sai, you want to do this? Hey, Shane, you want to do this? I'm just entirely too lazy to do that part. I'll think of the whole thing. I typed up everything. I made this graphic. I put all the thought into it. And now it's like, oh, now I got to go out and ask people and promote it. It's like, oh, I can't be bothered. I'm so bad at this. So this is what I want to do. And this is where I stop. We share so much DNA. We split on some things, and then other things is just like, yes, that overlap is brilliant. So I need you guys to harass me until I get off my butt. God, just thinking about it hurts my head. It hurts, you guys. This is so difficult. This one step of just getting organizing people to come onto the stream. These deep sighs are just like, oh, do I have? It's just, oh, it's so hard. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to do this. I want to do the podcast. I just don't want to do the work around it. I'll make a Google Doc. God, you guys, this sighing is so real. This is so difficult for me. This is why practicing is hard, Vegeta. This is why practicing drives me absolutely bonkers. I know practice is good for me. I can tell people why practicing is good. It's just the execution. All right. I'll make a Google Doc, a submission form of people who want for people to sign up. And then I'll like DM Sai, I'll DM everyone. I have to keep asking people to do it over and over and over again. I have to keep copying and pasting. Like, it's the copying and the pasting of the link is what drives me bonkers. I have to like DM, have the conversation, and then post a link, right? DM, have the conversation, post a link. That part right there, I just can't. I've got no fluffs to give. I can't handle it. Oh my God. That's what's gonna break me, which takes us back to dry versus wet. I don't know how to automate the whole process. Right? So this is what breaks me. If I have to do something twice, and then a third time it's just the same thing, and I can't automate it or, simplify it or put it on blast, I can't be bothered. Oh, I'm about to get the message that I have to go. I heard it turn up. I heard the TV go off. Like, oh, here she comes. Like, you have to leave soon. Yes, dear. I'm so lazy. I hate it. All right. I'll get off my butt and I'll do it, but not now. I gotta go. I gotta shower and then go. I hate this part. That's why I love computers. That's why I'll spend like 2 weeks, a week, a day, hours just writing a simple script. So I don't have to type everything twice or have to copy and paste. You gotta wash dishes. You know what? I solved the dishwashing problem after I finish. Like, we need an update next week. Yeah. Understood, Vagabond. So that's why I get up, when I finish my yogurt, I walk to the kitchen, I wash the cup and the he'd love to meet me in real life. I'm not this talkative. I'm actually really quiet. And I'm shy, believe it or not. I hide behind the microphone. I hide behind presentation processes. That's why I love photography. I can hide behind the camera. Podcasting allows me to hide. Those are lies. Yeah, I am. So I hide behind the camera, so I can control the flow of information and how fast and slow. Have you met you? Now it depends on who I'm with, though. It depends on who I'm talking to. But in general, dealing with the public. So yeah, I hide behind these presentation formats. I find comfort and solace. You have not seen this version of me. Okay, so those of you who meet me like one on one, you haven't seen me in the group of people that I'm not comfortable with or I'm just meeting for the first time. Super nervous, super quiet, which is why I used to always carry a camera. Yes, yes. I've just created little tricks to let me get over that anxiety I experience when I meet people for the first time. No, seriously. I I get really nervous around new people. So I had to like my boss at my old job he would shout at me. You can't ignore the new coworkers when you're in the elevator. You can't ignore the new teachers. You have to stop ignoring people that you just like you can't like. But I don't know what to say. uh, yeah. People I've spoken with here, and you guys, I've lifted the veil, right? Then yeah, but in big social gatherings, really wallflower. But yeah, I used to struggle a lot with meeting new people, especially at work. So that anxiety was real, and I had to get over it. So I developed a bunch of little techniques and tricks to get myself through it. Until now, yeah, the Long Island iced teas are definitely a switch. But then that leads to alcoholism, so that's bad. But yeah, I used to get really uncomfortable meeting people for the first time. So I developed these little tricks. Alas, only human. Only human. All right, very quickly, Laser, if you're still here, let's go back to very quickly. I'm going to be late. 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 Uh, so this is no, that was Knight Rider, but we want to do that's the start of the race, Laser. Here's Knight Rider. So I think we really, really fast. So I got to go. This is Kaz. These are all photos by. What did we just do there? That's 3 before. Photos from Ricardo JPN. That's Ricardo JPN. God dang it, that number we're on. Okay. Eternicus. Vegeta. Long Island ICs. It's like 5 different. What is it? Rum. It's just all alcohol with a splash of Coke. Coca-Cola. Not Coke. Coca-Cola, but Coca-Cola. And there's variety. What did we just do there? Oh, dang it. What was that? Variety. We need 8. Mr. Flynn, I believe. And there's Laser. There you are. I think there's one more. And then myself. Yeah, Long Island iced teas, man. No joke. Yeah, very good. You wouldn't know, obviously. Very good. That's the right answer. All right, you guys. I've got 9 minutes. I showered and had a shave yesterday, but I need to go. Like I'm a little sweaty. It's a little bit humid, so I need to hop in the shower very quickly. And then I'm out. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves for the like 1 hour and maybe 2 hours now. Did we get the 2 hour mark? Hour and 53 minutes of shenanigans. Apparently, I'm the bad guy. I'm the selfish one. I'm gonna have to wrestle with that one a bit. Wait, I'm the selfish one? I'm the stubborn one? Wait, what? What? I'm not comfortable with this at all, by the way. Right. We will have Gran Turismo. Probably have Gran Turismo Sport tonight. You guys, I broke myself in 2020. 2020 was rough. I broke myself. So I'm in maintenance mode. And also I over-exercised. I went crazy with the push-ups. And I got that little push-up, the perfect push-up machine thingy. Broke myself, wore myself right down to nothing. So I'm in maintenance mode. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have Gran Turismo Sport. It just depends on how exhausted I am. I would love to go over the replay from Sunday's race, but by the time we get around to the stream at 9, like 9 p.m. my time, I'm quite tired. It's the end of my day. I don't have the same energy that I have here. So I can't promise that we're gonna have Gran Turismo, but we will do something tonight. But yeah, I'm in hardcore maintenance mode. All the things are broken. All the alarms are ringing. It's like, tired. You're tired. Just go to bed. Go to bed. Get some sleep. Stop pushing yourself so hard. So yeah, it's probably gonna be a month or so of me just being like, you guys, I'm really tired. I'm still broken. But we're getting there. We're getting there. All right. Bye. Love you. Everyone have a wonderful day. Remember to be very clear in your speech. Stop saying not so much. Oh, same as always. Oh, only this. Please stop it. Please. It breaks my heart when you do that. Breaks it into little teeny tiny pieces. I don't like it when my heart gets broken. Bye. Ciao.